Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays, and today we are going to have a look at what I know is so far the best battle pass tank to come into the game, and that is the Agent. This tank, I did review it when it first came out, and I said how good the tank is, but it's not just a good tank. It's kind of OP in my opinion. If you look at the stats compared to the VK2801, usually Wargaming does make these battle pass tanks a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit better than the tech tree version. However, the Agent, not only is it a little bit better, it is miles better. Not only is it better, it looks better in my opinion. I think the tank looks fantastic. I love the laser, I love the camo. I just absolutely adore this tank. It kind of feels like an old VK2801 before it got the nerf. Now, what makes this tank so superior to the VK2801? Because the DPM is actually less. Not a lot less, literally, like, it's not even worth mentioning. The aim time is half a second better than the VK2801. The accuracy is better than the VK2801. But the biggest change between both tanks is the VK28 has 6 degrees of gun depression, which is okay, which is pretty, it's good. It's good. This, however, has 9 degrees of gun depression. I don't know what Wargaming were doing. Like, they could have just left it as the same gun depression, but yeah, okay, maybe the accuracy a little bit better and the aim time, then fair enough. It would be a little bit better than the VK28. But with the 9 degrees of gun depression, that makes it insanely better than the VK28. You can actually bounce on this tank, on the turret. You can bounce, and that's what makes it so good. Because you can get those bounces, you can use that gun depression very, very wisely. You don't have to poke so much over ridges, which means you're easily able to sort of back up before you're shot. And of course, with the reload, you're not actually exposed for that long. Now, is that a good thing for Blitz? I don't know. It's good that a lot of people could get this tank because it was cheap, $5. It's not expensive at all. Now, I would probably, if Wargaming sold this tank outright, I would pay $10-15 for this tank. Like, easy. I think it's honestly worth that. So, to pay only $5 and to get everything that you get in the battle pass and this tank was an extremely good buy. Extremely good buy. So we're just going to watch how good of a tank this can be. This is my first battle in the tank on my main account. Of course, I played it on my press account to get some footage. It did take me a while to get the tank on the battle pass. I don't play as much nowadays, just because of time. Work's busy, family life is very busy. Work's actually very busy, so I don't actually get to sit in my car half as long as I used to. So it took me a while to get this tank, but when I got this tank, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. It's probably definitely, if I ever play tier 6, I don't play tier 6 often, but if I do go and play tier 6, this would be the tank. And I would probably go as far as saying it's my favourite tier 6 now. Definitely, 100%. Of course, I only have one battle on it. You can't really say, you've only played it once. How can you call it your favourite tank? But don't forget, I have a press account that I have played this tank also. So, this game so far, 2.6k damage. There's just the Annihilator left to go. Of course, we are winning on supremacy points. I was actually a bit selfish there, in pleased to see that tank die. That means they took some supremacy points away, which means I got a little bit more damage and I got a kill, and of course we did get the win. So for my first game on my main account, 2.9 or almost 3k damage, I thought that was pretty good. Almost 100,000 credits earned as well. We got the ace, 1200 base XP, which is probably about average for a good tier 6 to get the ace. So nothing too much XP wise. And you can see here, we're just going to go to the tank. I like to gloat a little bit, you know, just to see the tank and just to see its one battle, 100% win rate. And of course, we got the ace on that game. Next up, we are going to watch Blitzkrieg. And this time, he's going to do better than me. And he's going to show more just how good this tank can perform, just how OP this tank can perform. So you can see the lineup, there is quite a few fast tanks. Now, of course, just because I'm saying it's OP, it doesn't mean that you can't get wrecked in this tank. You can completely get wrecked. Against tier 7s, yeah, you've got to remember you're a light tank. You've got no armor. Yeah, you can get troll bounces on the turret. But other than that, you can't really rely on the armor. There's only one thing you can, or there's a couple of things that you can rely on, and mainly is that gun depression. You can see he's on a ridge here, perfect little ridge to get your gun down, and he is able now to just back up, so he's not in sort of any danger. As we're going to see here, he's getting pushed by the leopard. Of course, when a leopard comes towards you, a leopard hardly ever bounces, especially against tier 6s. A leopard hardly ever gets its full magazine damage out, so you can expect some bounces. So Blitzkrieg has bounced 250, not too bad. For a light tank, by all means, yeah, it's only a couple of shots, but you know, bouncing anything is good when you're in a light tank with next to no armor. But you can see there, he also is able to get penned pretty easy. He has a lot of tanks around him, so he's just got to get the hell out of there. But what he's doing, he's going for the one shots, the Crusader there. He's trying to get out of the way. He did get wrecked. He's only on 346 XP. Now, I thought he would actually run away. Look where his team is. His team are pretty much all in the city. So I thought he would have actually run around the other side. So now he finds himself on his own. He does have a tank destroyer coming, which actually takes the attention of some of the tanks. Now, he has the Type 34 here. He has the STRV. So he's a two-shot to some of these guys, but he is playing it so aggressively. I would have got the hell out of there a lot. I would be in the city by now, 100%. But, you know, he's still bouncing, 680 block damage there. And not once was he looking at running away. Now, there goes the Stug that did come to help him. So he is now again on his own in this side of the map. He's bringing it now down to a 3 versus 3. The Matilda is there. He gets another bounce and he destroys the Amarak of the Matilda. And the Matilda has great DPM. But again, he is not looking at going anywhere. He's looking at staying. He's looking at fighting. And again, luckily, he's getting some more bounces. Now he is a one-shot, now he's a one-shot to this guy, but he does reload in time. So it's a 2 versus 2 now. He's on 3 kills, 2.8k damage, but he is only on 80 hit points. A lot of work to do. The 88, I would definitely leave the 88 until last. Of course, if you can get behind that when he's in the open, it will be a walk in the park to get rid of him. So he needs to find the tank, the heavy tank wherever he is. And now you can just see he's been spotted behind. So instead of him actually turning around, he's just going to go for this 88 before the heavy tank can come any closer. So he needs to be careful, and you can see he's still going to be looking up. He's doing this camera movement now, and you can see every time he takes a shot, he is sort of moving the camera up to find out where this heavy tank is. And just as he thinks the heavy tank is going to come over the hill, that's when he decides to get the hell out of there. So good move there. So now he's actually pincered, and he gets such a lucky bounce against that KV-1S, who's not got the big gun. He's got the small gun. But that makes it actually harder because his reload is a lot shorter. So he's going to leave the 88, and now he's gone to circle the KV-1S. Bashes into the rock there. He is able to get the shot off, brings him down to a one shot, hopefully. Oh, wow. Wow, he left so much damage, but he wins on supremacy points. 3.9k damage. He could have nearly ended on 5k. So that is how good of a tank this can be. Just look at that damage. Insane. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you managed to get the agent. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon.
with